Hey everyone, alright, it's Mr. Marzak here, and my goal for this little capture is to view this as a student. How does it look from the perspective of that of a student while using Schoology? Look at that little handsome devil right there. That was a really good year for a picture. I think that's this year maybe. I always wear the same blue shirt and tie, so it's hard to tell. But anyway, I digress. If you want to view from a student's perspective, first of all, you need to log on to Schoology. And another little thing for you guys to remember when doing this is that you should be using Google Chrome when using Schoology. Everything doesn't always transfer over when you're using Internet Explorer, so it's just something for you to then keep in mind that when using Schoology, you definitely want to do or use Google Chrome. But anyway, once you log in, you go to your course tab and just pull up a course. It doesn't really matter which one. I'll pull up this one. So, taking a look at my courses. This is one of the courses I have, but the current issue is this is how it looks from my perspective. How is it going to look like from a student's perspective? Alright, so in order to view things from a student's perspective, right under here it says course option, and it says view course as, so I can highlight that button. And from that perspective, what's nice is every single student is listed that is currently in that class. So it's really nice because if a specific student decides to say to you, well, this is what I saw, this is how it looked to me, I can pull up their specific name and view what it looked like from their specific view. So for example, I'll just pull up Gary. So here we go, Gary. I am now viewing this as if I was Gary May. If for some reason I want to go back and view it again as me, as the instructor, I just press back and go back to course. This is what Gary would view everything as. This is how he would try to find a worksheet of mine. He'd go in here to click on a worksheet. Oh, look, there is a worksheet. And this is how it would show up on his computer or on his phone, for example. If he had the app, that is what it would look like. If you wanted to download it, that's where it would be. If you wanted to print it, that's where it would be. So all that stuff from their perspective is what it would look like. To kind of look back, this is the worksheet tab. They can also view let's see here, they can also view if I wanted to give them some bookwork as well. If for some reason he wanted to watch a lesson of me teaching, he could even that stuff. When you have a link, they'll just shine through right here. Okay, so take them right to YouTube if they're at home at least, and they can see a lesson of you videotaping, which is basically what I'm doing right now to you, is what I did with my lesson to them as well. Chapter 1. So that's basically where all that came from. I had to shrink this down because I couldn't see it otherwise. But anyway, that is from their perspective. Eventually, if we get everything hooked up, they could even see their own personal attendance, how many times they were absent or not. If we ever get the grade books and stuff hook up, the idea is that it's all there for us to eventually do down the road. I don't know if we can currently with the attendance Sapphire that we have right now as well, but grades eventually, you can certainly have any quizzes or anything graded, and then their grade will show up on that as well. So this is more stuff from their perspective. From their perspective, again, they could type something and share something with people as well. They could create a poll if they wanted to. They could create links as well. They can also view other members in the course as well, because again, I'm still in their perspective. So he can see who are all the members of his current class. And if he wanted to, he could find someone like Evan, for example, in his same class. And if he wanted to, he has his email listed from the school. He can see how many posts and things that he has also found. He could send him a message if he chose to do so. They can also do the same to me. I'm right there. So if need be, they could just send me something directly and post something to you as well. So this is what they would see from my perspective. They saw that I have 3 posts. That's how much items I have in here and how many students. So they can see a whole bunch of stuff even about each person that is in there as well. So anyway, that's all there, all ready to go. I guess I am now back as the instructor. It has kicked me out, and the reason I know is because it's saying add materials there. Another way to view a course is if you are enrolled in the course, you can be in Schoology and you can not only teach a class, but you could also be in a class. So, for example, we had a training session last week with someone named Lori, showing us how to do some of the stuff, and this is what her class looked like, her training session that she tried to show us. So from her perspective, she wanted people to create a wanted poster. This is from her perspective what her intent was, her website. Here you can see you can even send replies. Mr. Shortis said that it was a great activity. It was a great activity. See, I can post too. And you can even like, I'm going to like my own comment. I'll like his comment as well. See, just fantastic stuff. What else can you do from the perspective of a student, just so you can see what they can also see? They have the codes of conduct. I'm trying to see if we can get to a test that was not already done. This is a test that I already did while we were in the class. They gave us like a test so we can see it from their perspective. As you can see from this test, you can see a score after you've done the test. I can even view all the answers that I did on that test, what I got right, what I got wrong, how many points things were, right? Oh, didn't get it right. Trying to order stuff. So these are examples of ordering questions. This is an example of fill in the blank question. This is an example of multiple choice and more of like an essay question as well. So you can see that when you create a quiz, what they get to see from their perspective. You can give them feedback on the questions as well. So that was my first submission and the score that I ended up getting on that submission. You can also set it up if you wanted them to have retakes. You could make it available for them to take it again. And if I wanted to send a comment, like I did earlier, after we took it, I said that I think that this was very unfair. So here are all the submissions of that test, for example. Other than that, trying to see if there is a quiz. I don't think that she has a quiz available for me to try to take, so you could see another quiz just from the perspective of a student. So it doesn't appear as though that is present right now. There is another pretest, but it says that I have already attempted the pretest, so I am unable to see it. But anyway, yeah, that is what it would look like to view things from a perspective of a student in a class. I hope that this helped give you a better idea of what it looks like.